I'm just going to share a testimony, and it's a very good testimony because a lot of healing happens on the inside and we don't see it or recognize what's going on. But when something on the outside, spectacular, happens on the outside, we really know that the brands that we use and the products that we use are really very effective. Anyway, it's to do with the probiotics, it's a brand that we use. And a friend of mine came to me one day, a lady that I know very well, and she had a sebaceous cyst on her shoulder. Now, it was a very big sebaceous cyst, really doesn't do any harm. Sebaceous cysts are pretty harmless. They can be left alone. But the fact was, with this one, it was infected. It was very red, it was very infected, and the pain was going down her arm. And she said, asked me what would she do. So she didn't want to go to the doctor because she said the only thing the doctor will do is give her an antibiotic. So she didn't want to go on antibiotics. So I thought, that's great. Common sense, anyway. So what I suggested was that she went home, put a bread poultice on the sebaceous, on the infected area, for 2 days and come back. That's what people would suggest long ago if there was an infection, is to put a bread poultice on it, and it worked very well. So there's no reason why that wouldn't work again today. So off she went, came back after 2 days. When she came back, the pus had come to the surface, so I squeezed quite a bit of it out. But it was painful and I didn't want to squeeze anymore. So I said, okay, leave it alone now. Go back home and you're going to put bread poultice on again for another 2 days. But what I did was I gave her, we had our protoenzymes, so I collected as many as I had, and my daughter had some, so we put them all together and we sent her home on the probiotics. But before she went, I put a little bit of dusting of the probiotic, kept one separate, onto the wound where I had cleaned away some of the infection. Away she went. Came back after 2 days. When she came back after 2 days, she said that it absolutely oozed and oozed and oozed. And that was great. And when she came back, now I wasn't here, I wasn't able to be here on the day that she came back, but my daughter was here, and she started to, again, clean away all the pus from it. So much so that she actually saw the sac from the sebaceous cyst, and she started to bring the sac to the surface, and she drew the sac out and cleaned it away. Now that is just incredible. I should put the pictures up on Facebook and you'll be able to see for yourself. So now the infection is gone, the sebaceous cyst is gone, and she is now taking her probiotics because she knows the value of them. So she takes one in the morning, one in the evening. She got 2 bottles for me there, my last order. So I'll put it up anyway and have a look. And as I say, it is quite a remarkable testimony.